I have had 4 HBOT treatments since last Saturday. And Deb thought it might be helpful for me to just talk about the experience a little bit. So first I'll mention why I'm having the treatments. I have an autoimmune disorder called brain fog, ME, thank you, myalgic encephalomyelitis. See, I got remembered. It's known as chronic fatigue, more in the States. I'm Canadian. Anyway, and it started about 20 years ago, and I've kind of got over the worst of it and was doing quite well. And then COVID came along, and that virus is one of the viruses, I guess the third virus that we now know can instigate, set off chronic fatigue. So for about the last 4 years, I've had fatigue and brain fog, and basically I've adapted. I'm a happy person, but I have about 4 or 5 hours of energy, and then I have to sleep. So around noon, I'm done. And then I sleep, and then about 3 in the afternoon, it's like, hey, I'm back. And I can plan something late afternoon, or if I'm going out in the evening, I just stay in bed all afternoon. So it's really kind of managing the energy that I have. But I would love to have a normal day. Like, you get up in the morning at 7, you go to bed at 10. So anyway, I dream of that. So I had, oh, and also I have PEM, post-exertion malaise. That's part of chronic fatigue. It means that if I exercise, I get sick. It's like the original virus anyway. So I've had that just the last 4 years. I didn't have it with my first run through with a different virus. But so, and I say that for a reason, because with these 4 HBOTs that I've had, the first one was last Saturday, and I went home after, and I went out for dinner with my husband, and we're chatting, and he said, I have not seen you with energy like this for a long, long time. And I said, really? What? I said, can you tell me specifically? Because I felt good, but you don't really know what you're doing. And he said, honestly, he said, you're stringing words into sentences. And I think he gets the worst of me, I maybe worked all morning, and then he sees me at lunch, and I'm like this, and then I rest, and then I do something in the afternoon, he sees me at dinner, right? So my poor husband didn't know I could form sentences. Anyway, but that's the brain fog, and it's it's always there a little bit, but I could be really good after I've rested, and then I go downhill. So clearly, the experience gave me kind of energy that I haven't had in years. And for the first few days, I would live out my dream, get up in the morning, and I would just go until 10 o'clock at night. And then I thought, I'm being really stupid, because with this, I really want to get well in the long run, right? So I calmed myself down. So I'm being more careful now to not just run around like a maniac, because I can. But even just having that energy is kind of amazing. Felt a little manic almost. Um, and oh, and I had a long walk this week. I was at the beach, hadn't been in a couple of months, and I just thought, I don't have to do anything today or tomorrow. So if I crash and I'm sick, fine, I'll pay the price. So I had this long walk, 4,000 steps, because I was with my niece and she has one of those things, and I did not crash. So, and again, I'm trying not to push it, but I can just see that, things are starting to happen. I've booked 20 sessions. I'm really expecting that this is going to make a big difference. If you know anybody that has chronic fatigue, typically you're exhausted, but you can't sleep. It usually involves a sleep disorder, which is sort of ironic because you're tired all the time. And I go into that thing, and I wait until it takes maybe 5-10 minutes to get up to pressure. Then I wave goodbye to whoever's fussing over me, put my little mask on, and I sleep. And interestingly, I wake up about 5 minutes before it's over, and I kind of get it together, and then somebody arrives and says it's time. Yeah, so it kind of almost, I do theta healing, which is an altered brainwave state, and it takes you into kind of an altered state of consciousness. It's very pleasant. So it's and I'm a little claustrophobic. I think I put half when I answered that question. Are you claustrophobic? And it was fine. Yeah, so that was good. I was a little worried about that.